Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to The Long Dark. In this episode, we're going to go over to the whaling station and hopefully start crafting some clothes for ourselves. Deer skin, wolf skin. I'm not sure. I haven't decided which one I'm going to go for first, to be honest. I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look and see which ones are the most beneficial in comparison to the stuff we are currently wearing. That I have literally no clue which it'll be. And we're also going to craft some snares. You can just see this church up there. So that's where we're going to put some snares. I think I'm not going to craft a huge number of them. I will craft some, however. Just so we can trap some rabbits, get some fur for the rabbits. Because that needs to start curing. Because you can make mittens out of said rabbit fur. Of course, another place we could put the snares would be on that island over there. But I think it is just much quicker just to nip up there to the church. I mean, look, there's a rabbit right there. And there. They're all over the place. Crazy. Right. It takes a little while to get there. Just because... Ah, God. Silly rabbit. Stop following me. Just because we're having to carry a fair few bits and pieces. See, apparently, when birds just sort of appear and fly over you, that signals that the weather is changing. Similarly, when... Oh, no, it is just that. Or is there another thing? I think also music. Sometimes the background music changes that signifies changing the weather. Let's go down here and cross the ice. Is that the... No, I don't think that's wolf. We're going to go down here. Oh dear, this is a bit steep. Let's go down slowly. There we go, lovely. Just so we can look for the wolf, basically. Or the wolf corpse. Unfortunately, the draw distance on here for, like, detailed items isn't actually all that long. I suppose, which is, you know, realistic. You wouldn't be able to see, like, massive detail from particularly close. God, I'm still wondering where that stupid wolf's gone. Right, how are we going to get up here? I suppose we got to go up this way. And where's the entrance? There it is. Hibernia Processing. Right, I'm going to have to remember that. Remind me. Hibernia Processing. Of course, we have to keep an eye out for wolves in here because there are spawns in this, like, literally inside the compound. Where do we want to go to get to the... What's it called? It's probably here, isn't it? Yeah. To where the crafting table is. I think we have to go... It's basically below us now, isn't it? Oh God, it's dark in here. At least there's no wolves inside here. Silver linings and all that. Right. Only downside is that if we happen to need any scrap metal, we're a bit out of luck because we didn't bring any with us. Right, so there's our heavy hammer. Ooh, there is some scrap metal dotted around though. So we should be able to find some more if we do happen to need any. I don't think we will though. So workbench. So we can make our bow, arrow shaft. Let's make some arrow shafts first. We'll make one or two. Wow, actually we might as well make all of them, surely. Because there's nothing else the saplings are used for, are there? They're just arrow shafts. Simple arrow. No, that's fine. We got enough arrow shafts. Survival bow, we've already got one. Wolfskin coat. I think that should be the first thing we make, maybe. Or deerskin pants. Boots. I think we should make the pants and the coat. So let's make the pants first, because that should take us a day. Whoops, I should have set it to be crafting for a lot longer. And the pants actually only require the sewing kit, whereas the wolfskin coat requires the use of the knife. We're going to be rather thirsty and hungry when we're done with it, but fortunately... Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, our sewing kit did wear out, so that's going to be an issue. So we might actually have to continue crafting once we get back to the garage. We'll have to take all this rubbish with us. And that is a real pain in the butt. Oh, well. Let's eat as well. Yeah, that's a real shame, because we must have looted out all of the sewing kits in this area, so I can't imagine that we're going to find another one somewhere. So, I'm just hoping... Oh, I wonder if these in-progress things are specific to one crafting table, or whether they carry across throughout the world. That would be really annoying if they're specific to one crafting table. Let's use the rest of the day crafting this this wolfskin coat. Let's get this finished. At least we know we've got the knife, and we know we've got a wheatstone if we need to sharpen said knife and all that jazz. So that's 5 hours of that done. We've basically got another 2 days where we have to work on that. Where's our light? There we go. Oh great, is that a few... My god. These are really crap matches. This is upstairs? Yeah. Let's quickly get upstairs before this finishes. There should be a bed around here somewhere. There we go. So I'm going to actually have a drink. And we'll have a granola bar. And then we'll... 10 hours of darkness left, so we'll try and sleep for 10 hours, but I doubt it'll let us. It'll probably be about 6 or 7 it'll let us sleep. So we should end up with about 3 hours. Oh, 2 hours, that's not too bad. Right, let's have a drink. And we'll pass 1 hour and then sleep another hour. I am not tired enough. Okay, so we've got to pass an hour. Because we won't be able to craft unless it's daylight. Try and actually make it out of this dang room. I think the stairs should be around here somewhere. There we go. No, that's not the stairs. Wow, this is annoying. Are the cardboard matches any brighter? Not in the slightest. How did I find myself in this predicament? I think I know roughly where I am. This is rather embarrassing though. Like, I really would not like to have to get a flare out to actually find where I am. Oh, there we go. I got it. It's okay. Metal shelf. Workbench. There we go. Right, so we're going to spend 6 hours on this.
I could eat anything right now.
You could eat anything right now. Right, so we're doing that, and then we need to have a drink. God, I didn't realize how fast we'd go through this food. Evidently, crafting and whatnot is very, very hungry work. Who'd have thunk it? At least it's making our, reducing the amount we're having to carry. So how long we got left to craft? Quite a while. Quite a while.
I'd eat anything right about now.
How long we got left to craft? 8.5 hours. Jeez. And we're still really hungry. It's basically tomorrow we'll finish our coat. How many hours of daylight have I got left? It doesn't say. Okay, can I continue crafting? It should theoretically stop when it gets to night. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I think I'm genuinely going to have to use a flare, as embarrassing as this is. Because I cannot see a thing. There we go, I know where I am at. There's a bloody fire barrel right here. Which is actually quite smart, I guess, if you think about it. Because I suppose the intention is that you should...
Something to eat.
Oh, I forgot about the safe. Let's have a go with this. Excuse the silence while I do this. Well, this is just taking ages. And the background is really trippy as well. It was literally the last one. That's great. It'd be really nice if we found, like, candy bars. Like, everyone, in the apocalypse, everyone stores all their candy bars in safes. That background genuinely is hurting my eyes, though. So I don't know about you. This is taking longer than I thought it would. There we go. Rifle cartridge. Rifle cartridge. Oh my god, that was a complete and utter waste of damn time. Okay, never mind. We're gonna grab this heavy hammer. Can I quickly craft a snare?
I might have to drop some gear.
Snare. I'm going to craft a snare. Requires light craft. That's a little bit annoying. Right, let's have a drink. And then I wonder whether we can get away with sleeping here on an empty stomach. And then crafting the remainder of the wolf coat. And then getting home again. Or will our condition drop too much? Let's have a go. It's 9 hours of sleep, so we'll sleep for 9 hours. I imagine we're going to be real hungry. Hopefully our condition doesn't drop too much. Oh no, hardly at all. That's fine. Clearly being thirsty is a lot worse than being hungry. Which is actually true in real life, so that's fine. Okay, doing this in the dark is not going to work again. There. I'm getting the hang of it now. I can actually find my way. Less than 1 hour of darkness left, so let's pass time. Let's pass an hour. Right, so let's... Begin crafting. That's 6.42 hours. Begin crafting. I imagine I'll probably be thirsty before the end of that, so this will probably stop halfway through. I'll have to drink and then do it again. Oh, actually, it might not be. Yes. It works. Right, we'll have a drink, and we need to go. I think what we'll do is we'll drop the heavy hammer off at the boat on the way back home. How is this new contraption we have? New wolfskin coat. Would you look at that? God, that's nice. That's nice, that is, I think. So, wear that. And is that the outer or inner? Oh, no, of course, that makes sense. Outer, inner. Right. That is a very fashionable looking wolf coat we've got there. Right, so it is very heavy, though. We're wearing a lot of heavy stuff. So maybe we could, warmth bonus. Yeah, maybe we could deal with having maybe less clothing on. Right, let's get out of this place. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to craft some snares, aren't I? Quickly. Where are you? Snares. I want to craft a few of these, and I'll go put them out on the way home, I think. I don't know. This will literally be the first time I've ever used a snare. I've not used them before, so I have no real idea of how they work. I assume it's just a case of I plop them down, and then, you know, I could just use them at will. Like, rabbit gets caught, I pick them up and use them again. I mean, like anything in this game, I'm assuming it's going to have a certain period it lasts for before it, you know, breaks. Which would just sort of make sense. It says questionable hours of daylight left, so that makes me think there's a storm outside, which probably not terribly surprising. Trying to see if there's anything on here that I missed. I don't think there is. Leave warehouse. What is this like? What is this lovely weather going to be like? Oh, it's nice, and maybe it's going to be the wind chill that's the... I think it's going to be the wind that's the bad thing, but feels like... I think it feels fine, personally. We do need to get going, though, so we can't really let this stop us. But, you know, with our nice new wolf coat, you know, the world is our oyster. We could do whatever the hell we want. Fortunately, I do actually roughly know where the boat is. It's sort of in this direction. So I just have to make sure I don't deviate, or deviate too much. Because as long as we keep that to our right, we're going in the right direction. I'm going to take my hand off the mouse, actually. Right, so there's the side still, so that actually... Oh, there's the boat. There we go. I was going to say I was going to take off my hand off the mouse just so I can walk in the right direction and I don't accidentally, like, spin it around. And we end up doubling back on ourselves like we did in that a few episodes ago. Because that would just be silly. Tell you what. Let us get a nice little match. Where are we? Okay, it's far too dark in here. I'm just gonna... Ooh, sorry about that. I'm just gonna dump the hammer on the floor here, I think, actually. Does the Riken... Right, hammer's there. That's fine, we can come back for that. I'm gonna drop... that burnt out flare and the ruined sewing kit. I'm going to keep that. Just, I'm always paranoid about keeping... Actually, no, sorry, I'm just going to drop it. I'm always paranoid about sewing kits and stuff like that, because I always think, well, surely, you know, if they're ruined, wouldn't it just make sense for them to disappear entirely from your inventory? I guess not. Right, I will put a break in here and end this episode. Next episode, we'll go back to the lighthouse, dump a few things. We'll try and go put those snares out, actually, on the way. We'll eat, and what else do we want to do? We want to take the coal. We want to bring coal, and we want to bring scrap metal over to the forge, and maybe make some arrowheads in the next one. And I'm, in the meanwhile, going to do a bit of research on whether crafting tables are sort of shared, so like your progress is shared on multiple crafting tables, or whether it's specific to one. Because if it's specific to one, we'll have to go and get a sewing kit when we go back, and then bring it back to Desolation Point and finish it off, which would be a pain in the butt. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Take care.